Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks and Jiren are finally on the global version. I'm going to be specifically talking about the global side, by the way. If you are looking for a Should You Summon, there's many other YouTubers, The Truth, Monados, who will hopefully tell you, But let's go ahead and look at the global side. So Gotenks and Jiren are definitely some of the top options on, like a lot of teams right now. I say Jiren can definitely help out with the Universe 11 mission on global. Gotenks is just insanely good. Extreme Boo is still decent, I would say. I would say he's a must run on like the Buhan team for sure. Gotenks is like a dodge or die, but he's okay like once he builds up, because he'll have like a 70% chance to dodge, and then for the normals he more often than not is able to tank it as long as you build up your defense, like I was talking about. Age Gotenks is Goten is nearing an easy A, Vegeta is nearing an easy A, Hercule is he's alright as long as your HP is low. Boo, Super Boo at the bottom sucks. Goten and Trunks are good as long as you have physical Goten and Trunks on the same rotation. STR Fat Boo sucks. So overall, this is like a 6 out of 12 banner, I would say. Like 6 of these units are usable, but the rest are just meh. And it could be an 8 out of 12 if we do have the Goten and Vegeta easy A, like I was talking about before, but it really just depends on that, right? But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about this for a second, which is just the 150 the 150 stones you can use for the unification banner. I think this is a must summon. The reason why is because it's 150 stones, you get 30 characters, one of them guaranteed to be a featured SSR. The banner rate is doubled for SSRs as well. So with that, the featured SSR's rate is actually doubled too. We can see that here it's 10%, as opposed to the usual 5%. And again, like 6 of these units are usable. And with Gotenks being like top 3 or top 1, depending on if you win the coin flip, Jiren being again pretty dominant option with Go Freeze, I think this is like no matter what, I feel like you should summon on this. But if you don't get the units, should you continue summoning? I would say that it's pretty hard to decide. Let's talk about a couple of factors, right? So the units themselves, if we just look at them for a second, Gotenks has it where he's able to have 3 things that cover him. He has it where if you're getting hit with a Ki Blast super attack, he raises his damage reduction by 44%. He has it where he has a 50% chance of getting 777% defense within the same turn when receiving a super attack. And then if he has his active skill condition pop, he gets 77% defense as well. And this is not a hard active skill condition at all, either getting hit 3 or more times just like that, or getting a final trump card category ally attacking the same turn starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle is really, really good, because it's just like second rotation more often than not you're gonna have this able to be popped, depending on which event you're going against, of course. And this getting 77% multiplicative defense paired with this is just crazy. You are having like 2 million defense or something like that with 22% damage reduction for 5 turns, and then an additional 33% damage reduction as long as you're running either another Gotenks, another Gogeta, any other final trump card category ally on the team. And he's just like a really dominant option for sure. He is super good, insanely good. And on top of that, he's getting guaranteed crits 124 key, starting off with 7 key, and then getting more key here, rainbow key changing here. Like he's just so good, right? He's truly is really good. And Jiren, again, I think that his base form sucks, then he goes into standby and he's pretty good, and then once you go into full power, he's all right. He's definitely all right. He does pop a big attack stat, being able to tank almost everything in the game with 77% damage reduction at the start. Him getting the guaranteed critical hits as long as you're getting 24 key, again similar to Gotenks, you're just going to be getting that almost free when you're getting 11 key. It's just it's just too easy for this character to get 24 key. And then this is also pretty nice too, because it just means that like you'll get stronger and stronger offensively with each and every single super attack that you get. And this kind of helps him out past his first turn, so you won't need to rely on this as much. He's just going to be a slot 2 unit, but his base form is pretty bad. I would say that his base form is really, really bad. That's the only thing that holds him back. But even then, it still has 61% damage reduction, so as long as you're not getting hit by a super, you're more often than not, able to survive. And then the action break is pretty nice too, I would say. Oh yeah, and then the standby, like it really does just help out a lot. But those are obviously the main two. Again, we already talked about Extreme Boost. Like he's just a dodge or die unit. The thing we have to remember though is that we have so much stuff that is going to be coming out in literally 2 months, right? We have the New Year's Dual Dokkan Fest. We have the anniversary. We have the what else on top of that? Well, honestly, just anniversary. Like those are like the two main things, right? Anniversary is going to be the thing that's going to be sucking up almost all of your stones. And even though this is a dual rate banner, even though this is going to be double SSRs, you're going to be pulling feature units left and right. Like literally, you're supposed to be getting a feature unit every single multi with that. And what does that's like 12 multis basically that you should be getting Gotenks. So that's how much is that? Like 600 stones that you should be getting Gotenks in? Am I doing the math right? 12 times 50 is, I think it's 600. Yeah, I think it's 600 stones that you should be getting Gotenks in. But when Gotenks is, I would say that he's insane, but he's not game changing. He's not changing the meta like Beast Gohan. He's not breaking everything like MUI Goku. He's not going to be this insane unit like what's like another thing that like happened like Tech Broly. He's not gonna be something where he's like I don't want to slander him that much and say he's not Tech Broly. He's not what would be like, I would say S tier Gohan. No, I guess we'll just say Beast, because I feel like that's always the thing. He's not a Beast Gohan. He's not going to be protecting everyone else. He's not going to be doing something that literally every single fight now has to like counter, right? Like that's not something that's just going to happen. Like they're not going to be like, okay, no more coin flips. Like Gotenks can't. He's good. He's a really decent option, but he's not like anything groundbreaking. He's not protecting other units. He's not supporting. He has Rainbow Orb changing, but he's not doing something for the team. He's just a really dominant option. And Jiren, while he is able to protect the team with the standby, I would say, and then I guess you could say protect the team with the Scouter and full power, there's other units who just help out so much more that I really can't say like this is a good banner to summon on. It's just there's stuff that you should wait for. I think that's what's going to be my final verdict, is just that while there's a lot of pros on this banner, there's too many cons that are just popping up in less than a month from now. And in January and February, you have 4 banners you have to worry about in the anniversary alone. You can't be spending it on stuff like this. New Year's is coming up, and if you are a player who doesn't have a lot of these units rainbowed, these New Year's banners are must summons, because they bring back all of these powerful 8 GL Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Int Fat Boo, all of these insanely good units are gonna be on the New Year's banner. And it like, you just can't, when you're gonna be using the same amount of stones to pull a guaranteed feature unit compared to something that has the rates doubled. I can't say that it's worth it. I think that it's just something you're gonna have to skip. While this is good just because of the fact that it has a featured unit guaranteed, that you again have a 1 out of 12 option on top of the, I guess you could say 3. We'll say 3, right? You have a 3 out of 12 chance of getting Jiren and Gotenks. Like, it's just, this one is too hard to pass up. But you take that guaranteed featured SSR out, and I can't. I think you have to save stones, and even then, this is like, this is a bait banner. Like, something's coming. That's all I'm gonna say, is something's coming. But again, ultimately, the choice is up to you. If you're a big Gotenks fan, if you're a big Jiren fan, that one big Jiren fan out there, go ahead. You know, this is going to be your best chance to get the units. But if you're somebody who's trying to be smart with your stones, if you're trying to think about the pros and cons of every single banner, these are not the banners you want to go for. You want to go for anniversary banners. You want to give banners that have value on it. You want to have stuff that gives guaranteed good stuff rather than guaranteed 1 out of 12 chance. And I can't really recommend it. But again, thank you all for watching. Let me know what you guys think. And if you do summon, I wish you luck on your summons, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.